Unit 169. Be used to. Okay, we can use be used to plus ing form of the verb plus a noun. And we use this construction when we want to say that something is easy or familiar to us. Така, фразата be used to. На български най-точната идея, която имаме, свикнал съм. I'm used to something. Свикнал съм с нещо. I'm used to doing something. Свикнал съм да върша нещо. Обърнете внимание, че след фразата used to използваме ing форма на глагол или съществително име. Okay, let's look at the examples. Нека да погледнем нашите примери. Okay, the first one. I'm used to working hard. Okay, or I'm used to hard work. Okay, I'm not used to eating quickly. And I'm not used to fast food. Okay, the verb to be active, it takes the negative. Okay, questions. Are you used to? Am I used to? Is he used to? Okay, and so on. Така, при въпроси, при отрицания, ясно, глаголът to be активен, той приема отрицанията, той стои пред подлог при въпрос. Okay, something more, още нещо. And here we have a question, yes. Are you already used to DST, daylight saving time? Yes. Okay, and now, very important. И сега нека да обърнем внимание, наистина важно. Used to do something. Well, you know, we use this phrase to talk about something in the past. Okay, habit in the past. Използваме тази структура. Used to do something. Обърнете внимание, след нея имаме infinitive. Used to do something. Okay, за да изразиме навици в миналото, повтарящи се действия в миналото. I used to get up early. Okay, when I was well, at the university or something like this. Okay, now get used to. Okay, let's look at the next phrase. Get used to. Now in the present. Okay, get used to, контекста на фразата ще бъде свиквам. Get е един глагол, който изразява действие. Okay? Така че get used to, свиквам. I'm getting used to getting up early. Свиквам да ставам рано. В момента свиквам. I'm getting used to. I have already got used to getting up early. Вече свикнах, вече съм свикнал да ставам рано. Which means that I am used to getting up early. Обърнете внимание, че get е един глагол, който ще изрази действие. И ако аз го изразя, ако аз използвам, да кажем, някакъв смисъл на завършеност по отношение на глагола, изразен, например, в миналото, the past tense, или с перфектно време, на практика смисъл, който ще се изрази е завършеност на състоянието. Тоест, I have already got used to. Вече свикнах, вече съм свикнал. Което на практика означава свикнал съм. I am used to. Тази идея се получава, тъй като глагола to be е основен глагол, изразяващ състояние. Okay? I am used to doing something. Okay? Така. Докато get е един глагол, още веднъж, който изразява промяна към състояние. Всичко, което сме говорили по отношение на глагола to be и get. Още веднъж, ако аз кажа I am tired, well, this is a state. Това е състояние. Уморен съм. Okay? I can say I have gotten tired. Okay? Or I got tired. Past tense. It means that I am tired now. Okay? Така. Okay, let's go now. Okay, read the text. It's the first day of April. I already used to daylight saving time. Daylight saving time gives us the opportunity to enjoy sunny summer evenings by moving our clocks an hour forward in the spring. Yet, the implementation of daylight saving time has been fraught with controversy since Benjamin Franklin first conceived of the idea. Even today, regions and countries routinely change their approaches to daylight saving time. So today, approximately 70 countries utilize daylight saving time in at least a portion of the country. Japan, India, and China are the only major industrialized countries that do not observe some form of daylight saving. Equatorial and tropical countries, lower latitudes, generally do not observe daylight saving time. Since the daylight hours are similar during every season, there is no advantage to moving clocks forward during the summer. China has had a single time zone since May 1st, 1980, observing summer daylight saving time from 1986 through 1999. They do not observe DST now. While European nations have been taking advantage of the time change for decades, in 1996 the European Union standardized an EU-wide summertime period. The EU version of daylight saving time runs from the last Sunday in March through the last Sunday in October. In Antarctica, there is no daylight in the winter and months of 24-hour daylight in the summer. But many of the research stations there still observe daylight saving time anyway to synchronize with their supply stations in Chile or New Zealand. Of course, there are benefits and drawbacks from DST. Doctors, sociologists, and psychologists do not agree about the influence of DST on human health. DST increases opportunities for outdoor leisure activities during afternoon sunlight hours. Obviously, DST does not change the length of the day, but the longer days nearer the summer solstice offer more opportunity to shift apparent daylight from morning to evening so that early morning daylight is not wasted. However, many people ignore DST by altering their work schedules to coordinate with daylight, TV broadcasts, or remote colleagues. Also, DST is commonly not observed during winter because its mornings are darker. Workers may have no sunlit leisure time, and children may need to leave for school in the dark. I already used to DST. It's April, a week after the time shift, because I'm not, and I will not get used to it. I just can't get used to going to bed an hour earlier, and I find it impossible to open my eyes an hour earlier when it's still dark. Elderly people say that although they don't have to get up early to go to work, they think the time shift has an unpleasant effect on them. School children who go to school in the morning never get used to it. They're still sleeping when their first lesson begins. So are their teachers. More sensitive individuals complain of heart problems, blood pressure problems, depression, disorientation, dizziness. Nobody can be sure that the complaints are due to DST. The government of Kazakhstan cites health complications due to clock shifts as a primary reason for abolishing DST in 2005. Okay, now we have a few questions there. Number one, okay, is there time change in your country? Well, there is. Number two, how do you get used to DST? Do you feel the difference? Well, I can say that I easily get used to DST. I need 1 or 2 days, and I think it's enough. Okay, number three, do you think there are any benefits for the economics of countries which implement DST? Well, I'm not quite sure, but maybe there are some. Okay, what do you think? Number four. Okay. Do you easily get used to changes in your daily routine, or you find them stressful? Okay, I'm a person that can easily get used to changes. Okay, what about you? Number 5. Okay. So let's look at question number 5. Will you easily get used to a completely different job, colleagues, work, schedule, place to live, if you have to? Okay. What can you say here? It depends. Of course, it depends on the job, the people, the place. Okay, so what do you think? Number 6. Are you used to studying English online? Well, these are really good questions to practice. Okay, be used to and get used to. 7. Are you used to studying hard for exams? Number 8. Are you used to hard work, long working hours? Okay. And we have number 9. Are you used to living alone, living with your family? Number 10. Are you used to cooking your meals, tidying up your home? In fact, what are the things that you think you are used to? Okay. Okay, good. So, let's move on. Okay, and here are some words from the text. Okay, you can look at them and at the meaning there. Implementation. Okay, implementation, прилагане, изпълнение. Fraud, пълен, изпълнен. Controversy. Okay, противоречие. Conceive, измислям. Approach, подход. Approximately, приблизително. Utilize, използвам, оползотворявам. Latitude, географска ширина. Benefit, полза, изгода. Drawback, недостатък. Summer solstice, лятно слънцестоене. Alter, променям. Work schedule, работна програма, схема, график. Cite, цитирам. Primary, основен, първоначален. Abolish, премахвам, отменям. This is our next exercise. We have to fill in the gaps using the words. Well, words from the text. So, utilize, implementation, alter, drawbacks, work schedule, benefits, primary, controversy, approximately, abolish. Number 1. We followed the instructions and the something here of the new method wasn't as hard as we had expected. Okay, what can we say here? What do you think? Implementation, т.е. приложението, прилагането. Okay. So we followed the instructions and the implementation of the new method wasn't as hard as we had expected. Okay. 2. Schools in Britain are for kids aged 5 to 10. The primary schools. Okay, основните училища. Okay. Primary schools in Britain are for kids aged 5 to 10. 3. Slavery was in 1865 after the USA Civil War. Definitely it was abolished. Okay. So we have the verb here. You can look at it. And be careful. We have it in the passive voice. So, abolished. Yes, slavery was abolished. Okay, робството беше премахнато. 4. The news about the first cloning experiment were met with what? With controversy. С противоречие. Okay, they were met with controversy. So this is the word. Five. When I saw her, I couldn't recognize her. Her appearance was totally what? Altered. Changed. Okay. Alter is a verb here. And once again, we have it in the passive voice. Okay, it was totally altered. 6. It was difficult for him to get used to the new because he had to work at night. Okay, to the new what? To the new schedule, work schedule. Okay. Okay, once again. It was difficult for him to get used to the new work schedule because he had to work at night. 7. The new tests for students were rejected because of serious drawbacks. Okay. There were some serious drawbacks. 8. There were 100,000 people at the meeting. Approximately. Okay. Okay, what other words can we use to express this? Okay. I can also say there were some 100,000 people. Some has this kind of meaning also. There were about, yes, 100,000 people, and so on. Here we have approximately. Okay. 9. Everybody hopes there will be, okay, something here for the people and country after the integration with the European Union. Okay, there will be what? Benefits. Yes. Okay, where was the word? Okay, here it is. There will be benefits. Okay, and we have the last one, number 10. Scientists should find a better way to the energy of the wind and the heat of the sun. Once again, number 10. Scientists should find a better way to, okay, to utilize. Да използват, да оползотворят. Okay. Here is the word. To utilize the energy of the wind and the heat of the sun. Okay, that's it. Nice words. Okay. And this is our next exercise. Question 1. Eskimo people never complain about the cold. They are used to it. Definitely, they are used to it. Okay, they're used to it. Next question. Okay. When I was a child, I sleep late on Sunday morning. Now I wake up early, even at the weekend. When I was a child, something in the past. Okay. Repeated actions in the past. A habit in the past. I used to sleep late. Yes. When I was a child, I used to sleep late on Sunday morning. Okay, it is no longer happening. Now I wake up early, even at the weekend. Next question. Bangladesh be a part of Pakistan. Used to be something in the past. It's no longer. Okay, it's no longer part of Pakistan. So Bangladesh used to be. Next question. Okay. I to eating spicy food. I used to. I'm not used to. Okay. I am not used to eating spicy food. We know that after be used to we have an ing form. Yes. I'm not used to something or doing something. After used to we have the infinitive. Okay. Така, нещо изключително важно тук, това, което трябва да запомним, както при фразата get used to, така и при be used to, имаме съществително име или ing форма на глагол. Yes? В този смисъл, I'm not used to eating spicy food. Ако тук имахме infinitive, to eat, okay? I used to eat spicy food, okay? When I was a teenager. Yes, something like this. Okay, moving on. Next question. 5. Politicians don't mind being criticized in the newspapers and on TV. They what? They are used to it. Yes, they are used to it. Yes. Next question. When I went to China, I found it very difficult to eating with chopsticks. Okay, I found it very difficult to get used to. Okay. So, next question. I finished school 20 years ago and now it's difficult for me to what? To get used to studying hard every day. So, I'm not used to. Okay. Okay. And now it's difficult for me to get used to studying hard every day. Okay, next question. Don't shout at me. I to being spoken like that. I'm not used to being spoken like that. Okay, be careful, nice expression, passive voice. Be spoken, but an ing form to being spoken like that, yes? Okay. Next question, 9. He was a very naughty child and to hear what his parents told him to do. Okay, he was a very naughty child, something in the past. Okay, something in the past. And didn't used to hear what his parents told him. We have the infinitive here. Yes. Next question, 10. Okay. Gabi went to work in Kenya. In her letter, she complains of the heat and mosquitoes there, and says she to the unusual conditions yet. Okay, she isn't used to. Okay, and says that she isn't used to the unusual conditions. Okay, she's not used to something. Okay, a noun. Okay, well, that's it. And this is our third exercise here. Complete the sentences with be, get used to. Number 1. Japanese people, okay, looking here. Japanese people don't mind sleeping on the floor. Definitely, they are used to it. They are used to sleeping on the floor. Yes. Number 2. Bill has never been rich. Okay. Bill has never been rich and he is used to having no money, for example. Yes? Okay? Let's say that now he has become rich, but he's never been rich before. Now he's getting used to being rich. Okay? So number 3. Nick is coming to live in your country. Okay? Nick is coming to live in your country. Well, what can we say? Now he has to get used to living here. Okay? Now he has to get used to living here in Bulgaria. Yes? 4. Meg's husband is a vegetarian. He is not used to eating meat. Okay, he's not used to eating meat. 5. Okay. When they retired, they decided to move to the countryside. Okay. They easily got used to living there. They easily got used to living there. Okay, past tense, get used to. Лесно свикнаха. They easily got used to living in the countryside. Okay, so 6. At first it was difficult for her to speak Spanish all the time. Now she is used to it. Now she is used to speaking Spanish all the time. Okay. 7. I've been living in England for a year, but I still dislike the weather and the tasteless food and coffee. I will never get used to this. Okay? I will never get used to living in England. Okay? So, the next question, 8. Elderly people find using a computer and the internet difficult to understand and do. Okay, they can't get used to using it. They can't get used to using it. Okay? And question number 5. After I've been on holiday, getting up early and going to work is difficult at the beginning. But after a few days, what? Okay, once again. After I've been on holiday, getting up early and going to work is difficult at the beginning. But after a few days, I get used to it. Okay? So I think present simple here in general. Yes? Okay. Good. And number 10, okay, looking here, the doctors discovered serious problems with her stomach. She was told to start a strict diet without fats, spices, and fibers. Okay, she has to get used to being on a diet. Okay, this is something that we can say here. Well, that's it.